Hello Internet, welcome to another episode of Bazzle Spot Live. Today it is VGC 17 and you can see I've got a wonderful new team here to show you. I did just record a fantastic episode for you, but my microphone was off. I got to essentially one-shot a Metagross with my LURANTIS. That would have been wonderful to show you. But you know, hopefully we'll get to do it in this game. It is, you know, obviously a Trick Room team. I'm using LURANTIS. It's an unusual team, I suppose. But I like it. It sometimes wins. It doesn't most of the time. You'll see the tricks as we go along, but do we actually want the tricks in this game? That is the question. Do we think he's going to lead with his Gengar? Else I could go with Metagross here. I just, like, whenever I see an Arcanine with a team like this, I just fear Raw. Like, they are bound to have Raw, aren't they? Else, I go with Persian, I suppose. And let's go with Persian, yeah. Persian Mimikyu. You know, I am going to take LURANTIS because I want it to do what it's supposed to do. Now I've unfortunately wasted that episode where my microphone wasn't on. But yeah, it will become very apparent to you soon what this team is supposed to do, or at least what LURANTIS is supposed to do in the team. The team can obviously work without LURANTIS too, but I'm taking it here because I want it to do something. I'm leading with my Persian, aren't I? So if he leads with his Arcanine, they tend to lead with Arcanine against this sort of team, which always makes you think, oh, Raw, but yeah, here it is. And Snorlax too, so maybe he is going to try and Belly Drum on my Trick Room. Maybe he doesn't have Raw then, because he's brought his Snorlax in anticipation of my Trick Room. The Intimidate would have been nice for my LURANTIS as well, but LURANTIS really wouldn't appreciate sitting in front of an Arcanine with it, really. So, what do we do then? I think it's a shame this Mimikyu doesn't have Protect on it, because that would be quite nice, actually. I'm thinking. Yeah, Arcanine is a problem for this team, actually, isn't it? Alright then, so I'm just going to go for a Foul Play into the Arcanine, and we'll try and Charm the Snorlax. I mean, if it's got Belly Drum, then fair enough. I can just Foul Play it next turn, that's not a problem. But this is getting some nice damage on the Arcanine, which we do want. Arcanine actually just goes for a Will-O-Wisp into the Mimikyu. That's not a problem. This Mimikyu has got hardly any investment in... okay, so it is Belly Drum. Any investment in attack at all. It's a very bulky Mimikyu. And are we seeing this Snorlax move before my Mimikyu? I think we are. So this Snorlax is not minimum speed. It's been charmed down to -4 now, which kind of is a problem, because at +6, I would think a Foul Play would knock it out. But now, maybe not. So we're going to really have to go for a Foul Play into it. And I am going to try and Trick Room this turn. Snorlax could Protect, and he goes for a Will-O-Wisp into Persian. That obviously wouldn't be very good. This Snorlax might not be able to touch my Mimikyu. You know, they don't all have high horsepower or crunch or whatever. So he does actually. So he just wastes his berry, basically. Katana does not want to come in on a Foul Play either, really. It's going to do a lot of damage too. And if we do get this Trick Room off, which we should do, unless he has got Raw, then, yeah, then good. So Flare Blitz into the Persian, which actually does very little. Like, it's surprising how bulky Persian is, actually. It's such a beast of a Pokemon, it really is. So Mimikyu still got its Disguise as well, which is nice. But do we switch? Or what this turn? I don't think the Mimikyu is much of a problem for him, so you'd think he would Flare Blitz at least into the Persian. So I don't think I want to bring my Lurantis in on that. I'm going to go for a slow parting shot into his Arcanine, actually. The Katana just goes down to any fire attack. And I will just try and charm the Katana, I suppose, because the Katana will be slower in Trick Room. So we'll just charm the Katana. I mean, it's just really for Mimikyu's preservation, if anything, if he does target into the Mimikyu. But I don't think he will. I think he will Flare Blitz into the Persian slot. Actually, he's not. So he's breaking the disguise. And that's why I did go for the charm there, just because if he has got Smart Strike, the steel one, then I think I should survive this. Actually, just goes for a Sacred Sword. Okay. Persian, yeah. Yeah, survives that at -2, definitely. And now we got a slow parting shot into... I could go into Torkoal, obviously, but you know what? I'm going to go into Lurantis. I'm going to show you what we do. Possibly a mistake, this, but the Katana is not really threatening us here. The Arcanine might be thinking, oh, I'm absolutely safe here, but I've got Frustration, and I've got Charm, and Lurantis has got Contrary, and Mimikyu has got an Iron Ball. So you can see how these pieces fall together. Mimikyu is the fastest one in Trick Room. I can basically add a +2 onto my Lurantis here, and get a knockout, really. Yeah, Arcanine's gone, just like that. So, you know, I possibly should have brought in Torkoal there, but, you know, oh well. I would have quite liked Mimikyu to have gone down there, to be honest, too, because then I can actually start Solar Blading things. Yeah, I've got Solar Blade on this Lurantis, and it's actually really cool. I saw the animation in the video that got lost, but, you know, what can you do? How many turns to Trick Room? I'm thinking 2. Yeah, we have got 2. And I've still got Persian for out of Trick Room as well, which is fantastic. Katana isn't doing anything here. So, yeah, we're not in the sun either because Torkoal's not been out. So I can't Solar Blade here, which would be nice. But I can Bloom Doom into the Snorlax. And you know what? That's what I'm going to do. So I've got a Solar Blade, Bloom Doom, which does a lot of damage. And just going to charm my Lurantis again. So I'm going to be at +4. Now, we did see his Snorlax was faster than my Mimikyu, so my Lurantis might be the fastest thing here in Trick Room, and it looks like it is. Yeah, so actually getting a knockout on this Snorlax before anything. And this Katana is stuck in now at -2 attack, unless it gets a knockout on Mimikyu, in which case it'll be at -1. But here we go. Bloom Doom, +4. Snorlax does not stand a chance of surviving this. Bang. And the Snorlax was gone. So there you go. My Snorlax on this team is minimum speed for Trick Room. Mimikyu does go down, so he's at -1 now. And he's got one more turn of Trick Room to contend with as well. We don't know what his last Pokemon is, do we? I'm going to put Torkoal in. But he's probably just going to double protect both of his Pokemon, yeah. Unless he doesn't have Protect. Maybe he's Assault Vest on the Garchomp. The Katana has surely got to Protect. I mean, the Katana's not threatening at all. Sorry, I'm going to Solar Blade. I'm going to try and Solar Blade at +4 into the Garchomp, which will knock it out. And I'm going to switch my Persian in for the Torkoal. Because Katana is going to be doing nothing. If he double protects, then I can quash and do that sort of stuff next turn as well. So I'm pretty sure this game is kind of locked up. I really hope that I get my Solar Blade through here, though. So please don't protect Garchomp, because I really want to see this animation again. It looks so nice. Here we go, Lurantis, +4 Solar Blade. Look at this. Does that not look so cool? And the Garchomp was gone, just like that. Well, there you go. I'm glad I got to do something again. And yeah, that does little to Lurantis. I mean, Lurantis is actually fairly bulky for what it is. Yeah. So you know what? I'm really curious here. I'm gonna Solar Blade into the Katana, and I'm gonna be really cheeky. I'm gonna Parting Shot into my Lurantis. Oh, he's just forfeited. Yeah, so you know, Parting Shot into my own Lurantis would raise my attack one more stage as well. But okay, so you kind of see what this team can do now. You know, maybe not quite as good as one-shotting a Metagross with a Bloom Doom. That's what happened in the recording that was lost. But I'll stop going on about that now because we got a pretty good showing. We got to see Solar Blade, which is basically just like the physical version of Solar Beam, I suppose, isn't it? It's got power 125 as well, I do believe. So it's actually really powerful attack. So yeah, I'm glad we got to do something there. I can relax now. You know, Lurantis has shown what it can do. And let's climb the ladder and find better opponents that won't let me beat them with this. So, hello TR Daleks VGC. Okay, so potential roar on that thing. Gyarados, that's what it's called. And Garchomp, I suppose. Whirlwind, maybe, on Braviary. Because I think I do want Trick Room here. I mean, yes, obviously I want Trick Room here. I mean, Lurantis and Marowak are the same base speed. I do believe as well. Oh, but my Lurantis is not actual minimum speed because I need Mimikyu to be slower. Alright. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to lead with Mimikyu. But Mimikyu plus something. I think he's going to lead with his Marowak. Surely he's going to lead with his Marowak. That's why I'm thinking maybe Metagross isn't a very good idea, so we'll go with Persian again and Mimikyu. I think we do want Torkoal here. We'll go with Lurantis and Torkoal again. Snorlax. Snorlax will get left behind. I mean, I have been, like, Snorlax has actually, you know, won me a number of games on Showdown while I've been sort of testing around with this. But I'm thinking maybe Snorlax could be replaced by something that does help me get Trick Room up a little bit more reliably. Maybe something like a Smeargle. Like that Scarfed Lucario with Final Gambit. That was going around a bit, wasn't it? But I'm not so sold on that. Just because Arcanine is a very common lead on this, and Arcanine's basically got more hit points than Thingy. Lucario. Alright then. Alright then. He's surely got Whirlwind, hasn't he? Else why would he lead like this? For Parting Shot. I can't Parting Shot into Braviary. I'm going to Parting Shot into Garchomp. I don't have to Parting Shot at all, really, do I? But I'm going to. And try and Trick Room. So it is a Scarfed Garchomp. That's good information. Hopefully we don't flinch. I mean, if he's got Whirlwind, it makes no difference. But or Supersonic Sky Strike could be bad too. But that's locked in at -1, doing Rock Slide now. So if we do get Trick Room up, then we're actually in a pretty good position. So good a position, I'm actually just going to put Torkoal in. I was going to put Lurantis in, but that Garchomp really doesn't threaten now. And Whirlwind, it is Whirlwind. Okay. So hopefully this is Persian coming back in. But nope, it's Lurantis. Of course it's Lurantis. So it's bound to have Brave Bird, isn't it? This Braviary. So I think I'll Flamethrower into the Braviary. And do I protect the Lurantis? No. Do I switch it back into Persian? Maybe. Can Persian survive these attacks though? Persian is bulky, but I think it can. I think it can. I have faith in you, Persian. Expecting a Brave Bird here. He might just Brave Bird into the Torkoal as well, because Protect on LURANTIS is very obvious. But if he does do that, I'm sort of getting something from this turn. I'm getting my Persian back in. So, yep, Rock Slide, Torkoal avoids, so I can't flinch, which is nice. Does little to Persian. And, ooh, it is a Z move. It is the flying one as well. So I'm kind of calling exactly what this guy's doing, really. But I don't think Persian can survive this. I mean, he might just be doing it into Torkoal. I kind of hope at this point he is doing it into Torkoal. Nope, into Persian. Okay. Persian does go down. But I'm getting a Flamethrower into the Braviary. And this isn't so bad right now, because this should be a 2-hit KO. Yeah, easily a 2-hit KO. Because Whirlwind is negative priority, I can go back into Mimikyu here. And as long as Torkoal doesn't flinch from Rock Slide, I will be able to get an attack off before he Whirlwinds. So, I'm going to try and Erupt here. I think Rock Slide, Brave Bird into Torkoal. Eruption should still knock out the Braviary, so I'm going to try and Erupt. And I'll Trick Room. So as long as I don't get flinched here, I think I'm going to be okay. I think. He actually withdraws the Braviary, which is very interesting. So Gyarados comes in, which... Alright, fair enough. So, Mimikyu can't flinch, which is nice. Torkoal hopefully doesn't flinch. It is at -1 still, so it's not too much damage. We do get the Eruption off, which is nice, because that could put the Gyarados in to range of +2 Leaf Blade, I'm going to say. But now does the Garchomp just stay in there Rock Sliding? Maybe he does. Gyarados is probably going to go for a Water attack into the Torkoal, or it might do anyway. So I'm going to swap the Torkoal into LURANTIS. And Mimikyu. Do I Charm it this turn it comes in? Don't think there's any real need. So I'm going to Charm the Gyarados, I think. Because then I can... I don't think I need a +4 LURANTIS. Although maybe a +4 Frustration is needed for the Braviary. But no, I don't think I need to do that. I'm just going to Charm the Gyarados here. So Garchomp is probably going to withdraw into the... I don't know, maybe it won't. Because maybe nothing in his head, maybe nothing really wants to take an Eruption. So LURANTIS comes in. We do Charm the Gyarados, which should be doing very little. He won't have Ice Fanged into a Torkoal, yeah, surely. So Sun, -2, Waterfall, that does little. What, 9 damage is that? Yeah, Rock Slide. Rock Slide does more. Alright, so this turn I'm going to Solar Blade, because we can now in the sun, and Charm LURANTIS. So Gyarados is in here at -2 rather. Garchomp cannot protect because it is Scarfed, and will definitely go down to, and now if he brings it back in for another Intimidate in the future, he's going to give me another +1. Yeah, Braviary is definitely in range of thingy. Is this Marowak coming in? It is. Okay, so maybe I'm thinking I should have Bloom Doomed here. Because that maybe would knock the Marowak out. But Solar Blade will still do a good chunk of damage. So nice to see the animation again. Bang. That's a decent chunk. I wonder if that's in Torkoal range. If LURANTIS is the slowest thing here, or slower than the Marowak at least, I can knock it out with the Bloom Doom, and Mimikyu can knock out the Braviary. If Marowak is faster, he knocks out my LURANTIS, Mimikyu can still knock out the Braviary. And then I'd have his Garchomp to contend with. Okay, so I do need to keep my LURANTIS safe. So I'm going to protect it, and Shadow Claw into the Marowak. This is maybe predictable. Oh, okay, so my Mimikyu doesn't get the knockout, but it is slower, but it does Flare Blitz. Okay, I'm okay with that, unless he will win here, which he doesn't. Okay, yeah, so Mimikyu with an Iron Ball, like we are, is actually speed tying with minimum speed base 45s, which is Lurantis and is Marowak. So his Marowak might not be minimum speed there. Even if it is, worst case scenario, we speed tie. I could really do with Persian right now, because this is the last turn of Trick Room. But I need Lurantis safe for his Garchomp. Could have Fire Fang though. He probably does have Fire Fang, because he's Scarfed. So that's not good actually. Okay. We'll see how this goes. So the Gyarados comes in, so now I'm a plus, what, 3 Lurantis? Another Intimidate on Mimikyu. Is a Shadow Claw going to knock Marowak out? That is a question. Yeah, I'm not liking where we are, to be honest, right now. I mean, Gyarados is probably just going to protect here, isn't it? I mean, he could just protect both of his Pokemon, really. So, I'm going to Bloom Doom into his Marowak, just in case he protects, and Charm the Gyarados. Or try to, he's bound to be protecting it. Ooh! Well, we'll take that. So his Garchomp is definitely going down now. And he doesn't protect with his Gyarados either. Okay. So he's -2 stuck in now, -2 Gyarados. I only went for a Bloom Doom there because I thought the Marowak might protect. Like, he should have seen, or he might have seen, like, he knows his Marowak speed. And I don't. So, he probably thinks that his Marowak, or probably knows that his Marowak is faster and wanted to preserve that. I thought he would just go for a Protect there, but a +3 Bloom Doom through Protect, I think, would have knocked the Marowak out there. So that's why I went for a Bloom Doom and didn't just sort of waste a Leaf Blade or whatever into it. So the Garchomp's gone now, so that's not too bad. Ooh, so he's -1 Gyarados now. So it's still somewhat threatening. And yeah, he's won this game because the Marowak's faster. That is the problem. The Marowak being faster. Like, even though the Marowak is just on that tiny little bit of health, he can just Waterfall into the Mimikyu and Flare Blitz into the Lurantis and win, I think. So maybe I protect Lurantis and switch into Torkoal, because a Flamethrower will knock his Marowak out from there. Yeah. Don't think there's too much we can do here. So this is the tricky part of using these Trick Room teams. Like, this is fairly Trick Room reliant, and when Trick Room's over, the sticky times arrive. So yeah, I was hoping that I could take 2 of those. He does Flare Blitz into that. Okay, right, yeah. Gotcha. So now do we keep Lurantis in and double attack and make sure we get a knockout, or do we swap Lurantis into Mimikyu as we Flamethrower into the Marowak? As hopefully he still targets that, because a double into Torkoal could knock it out too. I think I need to keep Lurantis safe. So I'm going to put Mimikyu in here. And just try and Flamethrower the Marowak. You know, he might think that I'm going to leave Lurantis in because I am at +3 as well. So hopefully this is a Flare Blitz into the Mimikyu. So it's not a double target into the Torkoal, which is good, but he is at neutral with his Gyarados now. It is a Flare Blitz. Should be into what was the Lurantis. Yeah, it is. Okay. So now it's just these two versus this Gyarados, which is fast, which is fair enough, but it's at neutral. He's probably going to try and protect around the Sun as well. I mean, we've got maybe, what, 2 turns of Sun left? So in comes Lurantis. You know, whatever happens, this has actually been a really good game. So, you know, don't feel bad about that lost recording at all now. You know, this has been really good. Hopefully there's lots of turns of Sun left. Oh, it's actually 3 turns, so that's good. So we do get to Solar Blade a little bit. We'll just Solar Blade, and Flamethrower does do more damage here, doesn't it? Flamethrower, 90 up to 135 with the Sun Boost is, what, like 200 or something, isn't it? Solar Beam is, oh, and then resisted about 100. So, or maybe Solar Beam is more powerful then. Yeah, so we'll Solar Beam here. Okay, so we protect. So this is pretty cool that we're Solar Blading and Solar Beaming. So where else would you see this? Come on, Solar Blade, Solar Beam. We're all about the solar power here on Bazzle Spot. And we can just do the same thing again because we've still got the Sun. So Solar Blade, Solar Beam. Ice Fang, I don't think will knock Lurantis out. Like, I'm more worried about flinches, really. And then when the Sun goes down, a Waterfall will probably knock Torkoal out as well. So there's a decent chance he might have won this game still. Well, maybe he needs a flinch, because I'm hoping that these 2 attacks will knock the Gyarados out. They might not. So, oh, he's just Dragon Danced. He thinks he can survive this. I think that might have given me the game. Solar Blade. That is such a cool animation. Look at that. Oh yeah, wow. Not even required, Torkoal. Solar Beam, not even needed. Wow. That is a stab base 125 attack. That is powerful. That is Lurantis. This has been Bazzle Spot. I hope you've enjoyed this. If that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. So please like and share and subscribe, and you know, do a lot. You know, who does not want to see this? Please share this to your friends. So there we go. Thanks a lot, guys. I know you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed this a lot. So thank you, and goodbye for now.